Hello everyone, I'm doing a recording on what can improve Unturned. I haven't done a video in a long time for several reasons. I'm going to try to start streaming to Twitch if I can get a good uh, soft piece of software to do it. I have a open broadcast, I mean not open broadcast, but that doesn't work for some reason. I have XSplit recording, which I'm going to try probably in a little while. It's currently about 5 p.m. my time, and I forget what time zone I live in. But hopefully it works and I start streaming Twitch. I plan on playing Terraria. I love playing Terraria because it's just I just like it. It's kind of like Minecraft cross a 2D RPG. It feels. I just really like it. But let's get to the Unturned part. What can make Unturned feel better? I feel it needs to take a step in the realistic direction, which would also make the game feel more survival. So, in the last versions, and in the test version on the test map before, you can pretty much find primary weapons, which a primary weapon is a shotgun, a rifle, basically anything bigger than a pistol. It's like an MP5 would be considered a primary, an MP9. If it basically does not fit in the pistol holster, it can be considered a primary. But these are weapons you typically would use because they're more powerful than pistols. But if we look at what would be realistic, most houses, at least in America, I cannot speak for other countries because I do not know how those other countries are, but at least in America, most households only carry pistols because they are easy to use, they're cheap to not only buy, the ammo is very cheap, and the gun is relatively easy to maintain. It also is really easy to use a pistol. I've had a little bit of experience with firearms, mostly rifles and shotguns. But even I could pick up a pistol and put bullets into a target probably 10-20 yards away very easily. Because pistols are really easy and simple to use. They don't have a lot of kick to them, unless we're talking about some of the revolvers and the really stupidly high caliber handguns. But for the most part, things like the M1911, the M9, even Glocks, and revolvers are also a popular choice because they don't require a lot of maintenance. There's not a lot of little intricate parts like there is in a closed hammer slide, like an M9. I assume. I don't know about getting parts, so don't take my word as face value. But I feel if more focus was centered on pistols, the game would feel a lot more realistic. Because I feel if the zombie apocalypse actually happened and I was looking around houses, I'm more likely to find a handgun and a box of bullets than I am to walk in and find this old lever action shotgun like you did on the PEI map. And I feel like I couldn't go onto a container boat that has an AK-47 on it, or VSS. I've actually found some VSSs on the boat back in PEI several times. But the point is, the spawns were ridiculous. It was, I guess, sometimes I could walk to a house, find food, which is very basic. Maybe a pistol if I'm lucky. For some reason, a bow, which isn't it's not like you would never find one, but it wouldn't be very common. It just felt unrealistic. It's like there was this one two-story White House on the PEI map in Beta Town, which I forgot its name already. I could find lever actions up there very commonly. I think I even found an AK-47 up there a lot. It's just that more focus should be centered around melee and pistols. Another thing that needs to get really fixed is the ping Of course, this isn't necessarily Nelson's fault, but like there needs to be dedicated servers to make the game truly fun. I take games very seriously like this. When I play a survival game, I like to try and survive, and I get really annoyed when there's these little game problems that ruin the gameplay experience. For example, lag. I've had so many deaths and problems with the ping. For example, I've been hit by zombies that wasn't even near me. In one example, I think I was on the PEI island on the current Canada map. If it's still current, I don't know. I was going on the bridge, and there was this zombie back in town that killed me because of lag. And of course, I know some of you are gonna think, just join a different server. They're all fucking really high ping. It says when I'm in the list, they have like 10, 20, maybe even 30 to 50 ping. That's really good. 10 ping is really good. But when I get into the game itself, it says I have a ping of 300 to 500. And the zombies are super laggy, players are super laggy. I can't count how many times I've died because of the lag issues. Back in PEI, it wasn't so bad. I could actually stomach the combat then. Like it wasn't perfect, but how the gameplay went, like there was a player just constantly teleporting around, which I see on the Canada map a lot. Of course, I don't play multiplayer anymore. I don't play the game anymore because it doesn't work. For some reason, I keep getting this issue where I open the game, it won't open at first, it'll pop open, and it'll go to a black screen. I double click it, it'll say not responding, and it will never load. I tried clicking close the program, tried clicking waiting for response. I haven't tried not clicking at all when the black screen comes up. And I have the game Don't Starve, which it does the same thing, except if I click wait for a response, it actually will load the game a few moments later. But I don't know what's up with this. I've tried uninstalling, reinstalling it, didn't work. So I don't know what the hell to do. So either way, pistols need to be made more effective because I mean I don't think you can survive a headshot from a 45 ACP handgun at close range like you can in the game currently, which I mean, being honest, you can survive 2 of them, and the third one will kill you, which is ridiculous. I mean, I've said this multiple times. I was told this game was going to be rather realistic. I didn't expect a exact copy of what it would be, but I mean, gun damage that because there's so many survival games where you can just get shot by a whole mag from an M4A1 and still be alive. It's so unrealistic that way. If you look at DayZ, the gunfights are so intense. If you have 4v4, even 1v1, the gunfights. I play games where gun damage is really high, where one headshot, you're done. Like, you just have to get a lucky headshot, and you kill the guy. And every time I get in a gunfight on one of those, when I have stuff, my hands start shaking. I start getting nervous. I have to think every move I make has to be deliberate. Every single move will mean life or death for me. And that's a thing you can't get anywhere else. That's a feeling a lot of players seek. When I play the game, I don't look for combat, but I enjoy that feeling of this nerve-wracking feeling. I mean, even if we're hiding behind cover, I have to think, what am I going to do? If he pushes me, will I be able to react fast enough? Do I need to push him? What weapons do we have? Do I even see what gun he has? Do I know what condition he's in? And there's so much more. I also have another video I want to make, which is going to be talking about some more realism to the game. But those gunfights, that should be brought into Unturned to make it feel more realistic and make it feel so much more intense. Either way, I'll continue this in another video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll try and make some more videos for you.